warm welcome to the Cloud DevJam Hackathon presented by Google Cloud in association with TechGig. 5 months ago, TechGig, in collaboration with Google Cloud, launched Cloud DevJam, an interactive program specially designed for technology professionals to learn and upskill their knowledge on Google Cloud platform. More than 70,000 IT professionals have registered and are still leveraging their learning journey through live interactive sessions by Google Cloud experts, contests, hands-on labs, and hackathons. We have seen a phenomenal participation in order to craft their learning journey to prepare themselves for the Google Cloud certification. This year has been different for the developers and IT practitioners all around the world. Right from the time we started this upskilling program, our social media pages have been flooded with the overwhelming responses from the IT professionals tagging us with the hashtag Google Cloud and hashtag CloudDevJam, where they've been sharing their laurels and accolades. And today, we are here to felicitate the winners of Cloud DevJam Hackathon 1. Before we move towards the award ceremony, I would like to invite Rochana Golani, Director, Google Cloud Learning Services, for the keynote address.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Rochana Golani, and I run Google Cloud Learning Services. I'm delighted to be here with you and talking to you about what investments you can be making in your Google Cloud career. So I think I want to start off by saying that when you think about what is happening with cloud, there is obviously a lot of businesses that are moving to the cloud. And so the question of cloud is not really if we should do it. It's only a matter of when. And they're doing that because there is significant investments that they can make or improvements that they can make with their infrastructure.
A warm welcome to the Cloud DevJam Hackathon presented by Google Cloud in association with TechGig. 5 months ago, TechGig, in collaboration with Google Cloud, launched Cloud DevJam, an interactive program specially designed for technology professionals to learn and upskill their knowledge on Google Cloud platform. More than 70,000 IT professionals have registered and are still leveraging their learning journey through live interactive sessions by Google Cloud experts, contests, hands-on labs, and hackathons. We have seen a phenomenal participation in order to craft their learning journey to prepare themselves for the Google Cloud certification. This year has been different for the developers and IT practitioners all around the world. Right from the time we started this upskilling program, our social media pages have been flooded with the overwhelming responses from the IT professionals tagging us with the hashtag Google Cloud and hashtag CloudDevJam, where they've been sharing their laurels and accolades. And today, we are here to felicitate the winners of Cloud DevJam Hackathon 1. Before we move towards the award ceremony, I would like to invite Rochana Golani, Director, Google Cloud Learning Services, for the keynote address.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Rochana Golani, and I run Google Cloud Learning Services. I'm delighted to be here with you and talking to you about what investments you can be making in your Google Cloud career. So I think I want to start off by saying that when you think about what is happening with cloud, there is obviously a lot of businesses that are moving to the cloud. And so the question of cloud is not really if we should do it. It's only a matter of when. And they're doing that because there is significant investments that they can make or improvements that they can make with their infrastructure, whether it's about improving costs or reliability. They can have more access to data and do a lot of machine learning, AI, and predicting business outcomes. They can also be productivity gains by leveraging cloud-based productivity tools. So lots of great momentum that can happen where businesses can make impact on the business. The second thing that I'd really point out about cloud is that the opportunity out there is really massive, right? And I mean, just look at that very first stat there, which says that Gartner has predicted that the cloud shift will affect more than $1 trillion in IT spending by this year alone. And our own experience from with the pandemic right now is that more and more businesses are actually accelerating their digital transformation or their shift to the cloud. So what is already true is accelerating now, and the opportunity with cloud is massive in front of us. So what does this mean for the businesses or organizations that are actually trying to move, and how they're thinking about it? One of the things I always like to say is that every technology transformation really starts with the talent transformation. It's the people that ultimately make how quickly we can adopt to this cloud. So upskilling for this cloud technology is really a thing that must happen right now, because this is what allows us to accelerate the journey and de-risk our journey to cloud. The challenge, though, is that the cloud skills has a real shortage in the market, right? 70% of IT decision makers who are trying to do this digital transformation are still saying that they do not have the necessary skills. So there's all this there is all this movement that is happening to the cloud. We are in the middle of all of that as individuals who can really make a difference. And yet there are organizations that are trying to do this, or managers who are trying to do this and they cannot find the right skill set, right? So that's a massive number. And that number has continued to stay with, for regardless of the state of maturity of the organization. So what does this mean? So obviously, when we have to upskill, the first thing we think about is maybe we should think about learning and training, right? Like get ourselves trained up to thrive in this cloud first world. But moving to the cloud is not just a feature and function thing. It is not this knob that you need to turn and that button you need to push, because it is more than that. It is how you think cloud. It's how you be innovative. It's how you be creative. It's how you architect applications that make things more reliable for the business. So what you need to do is really equip yourself to be dynamic and be thriving in this cloud first world. And I'm happy to say that this is where Google Cloud Learning Services really comes in and recognizes that each and every one of you learns differently. But we're here to provide you with the practical, hands-on skill, right? Customers always tell us that they do not want people who have paper skills. They want real hands-on skill. And so we're happy to do that. But also happy to tell you that we provide training in all sorts of formats. So we recognize that not everybody learns in a classroom. Not everybody learns in an instructor-led way with personal interaction, like the one that you might be joining in today with a webinar. But some people like to work in their own pace. So we make experiences available in all formats so you can learn. But most importantly, we also give you tools through validated, industry-accredited certifications and skill badges that I'll talk about that allow you to prove your skill set to others. So let me talk about that next and say that one of the things that we announced this year was Google Cloud award-winning Google Cloud skill badges. This is a hands-on experience that you complete, and then you finish the assessment, which is still a lab-based assessment, and you earn a skill badge. And it is this that you can then post on your social media. You can make this available to your future employers because they know these are the specific cloud skills that you have hands-on experience for. And you can be collecting a few of these skill badges because each and every one of them is about a specific task, like, yes, I know how to do machine learning. Yes, I know how to do Kubernetes, etc. And then we extend all of that with our high-paying Google Cloud certifications. So skill badges and certifications. We're proud to say that our professional cloud architect for the second year in a row has been the highest paying IT certification in the industry. And these certifications allow you to equip yourself with the entire role-based skills. So whether it's a cloud architect, whether it's a data engineer, whether it's cloud developer, whatever be the skill that or the role that you are really looking for, we help you prepare for that and get certified. And then for you to proudly share these earned badges and certifications with your future employers and your friends. All of this, like I said, is ultimately to make sure that you have a great progressive career in Google Cloud or in cloud in general. Lots of stats, as you can see here, that prove that those who are certified do better in their career, right? So whether it's pay raise, whether it is getting more job offers, and whether it is just allowing them to grow and have more responsibility within the existing job. So getting Google Cloud certifications has a positive impact to your career. So with that, I'll just close and say that the opportunity is huge. Your journey starts with getting yourself skilled up. So join our Google Cloud training program, get skilled up, create your own learning plan, and start with that first skill badge with a goal to ultimately get Google Cloud certified and have an awesome cloud career. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and I hope you have your Google Cloud certification soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rochana, for your opening remarks. It's indeed a wonderful kickstart of the event. I'm sure your valuable insights will help the IT professionals opt for the much-needed Google Cloud certifications. Now, may I please invite Satish Vijay, Google developer expert, to talk about his journey and experience on Google Cloud certifications.
Hello, my name is Satish Vijay. I've done lots of different kinds of software over the years, from low-level software to large cloud systems. I'm a Google developer expert for Google Cloud for a few years now. I'm also a Google Cloud authorized trainer where I help companies adopt Google Cloud. I've been doing a lot of work on the complete stack, which is called the front end, middleware, and backend. But for command line tools and on the backend web services, I've been writing it in primarily a language called Go. I also run a YouTube channel called Awesome GCP where I help people apply Google Cloud technologies. Today, I work with multiple companies helping them with various kinds of technology adoption. On certifications, especially for Google Cloud, I've got quite a few of them. The Associate Cloud Engineer, which is one of the primary ones you do, which covers the core and central technologies within Google Cloud, is one of the first ones that I did. Then I did the Professional Cloud Architect, which covers a wide set of technologies and looks holistically at design, development, and management of solutions that are highly available, highly scalable, and secure. I also did a few specializations like the Data Engineer, Network Engineer, Security Engineer, and the Cloud Developer. Apart from those, I have the simpler G Suite user certification and the Collaboration Engineer, which focuses on a G Suite administrator. Actually, I wasn't really considering it at that point in time. I just happened to be working and doing quite a bit of work on Google Cloud, saw that there was a certification option and thought I'd check it out. I didn't consider it such a big deal or a necessity at that time, especially because I had seen other people with some course certifications, and I didn't think much of the correlation between the certification they had and the kind of work they were doing. In fact, before the Google Cloud certification, I didn't have any certifications of significance for the same reason. At the time that I took many of the certifications, which was early and some of them were in beta still, which meant that there weren't many courses. The only ones that were there were a very high level courses created by the Google Cloud team itself on Coursera. I did take maybe one other, but I don't even know if it exists right now. I did quite a few labs on Quick Labs, which is an amazing resource. I also read through documentation as much as I could. The documentation is great, but is also too expansive, and you could spend weeks and months there on the details. So courses are useful to set some boundaries on what you're learning, but do spend some time on the documentation also. Well, once I got the first one, I saw that there was considerable value for me. Externally, of course, there is recognition. Certain other certifications that I'd seen earlier, like I said, was often too easy, and getting it did not signify or did not signal a real value. You could get those just for completing a course or for merely participating. The Google Cloud certifications are set up in such a way that they indicate a certain level of understanding. And it isn't easy to get. I have quite a few people writing to me saying, they could not crack it even after an attempt or two. So when you have the official Google Cloud certification, it means that people who want to hire you for consulting roles or jobs can do that with a certain confidence on the skill sets that you possess. Another significant reason for me personally was how it set a good boundary to the learning. Google Cloud is very wide. It has got a couple of hundred products and solutions. One could potentially specialize in, say, just one or two of them. But that's not what usually the customer wants when they come to you. They expect you to be able to consider various aspects and various solutions within Google Cloud and choose what is appropriate for their requirement. So given the depth and breadth of the information available for you to learn, you could spend years in there and still be wondering about your competency. With these certifications, it gives a reasonable boundary. It indicates the key things you need to know to work on typical projects. So if you attack them, learn them, and apply them, you're at a good, solid base. It also pushes you to learn all the things that you might not otherwise know on your own, or come into contact with just because of the few projects that you do. Typically, you work on a project, you've got these few tools or few technologies that you work in, but you don't know about all the others. So getting a certification means you will now have the confidence that these technology exists and you know what they do, and you have the confidence that you can actually take up this project and execute it well. You end up with this wide repertoire of tools at your disposal that you have reasonable competence in, and then you can dig in deeper as and when the project demands it. Very, very positively. Personally, it's been an amazing confidence booster that I can do this. Considerably helps against that concern about what would be the effect of taking up this project, right? You don't want to fail your customer. You want to make sure that they've got a great product. And with so many wide options, getting a certification increases your personal ability and your personal confidence, of course. In terms of opportunities also, it has been huge. I've received multiple job offers. If I was looking for jobs, my chances were significantly boosted compared to, say, others. As an independent consultant, it again brought me a lot of opportunities, and my revenues, which would be salaries for other people, I guess, has been increased too. I would suggest that you actually go do this, right? It's very valuable for your personal growth and to expand your opportunities. If you're wondering which certificate to start with, go with the Associate Engineer first. It sets a good base for all the professional certifications you can do after that. Then maybe you can do the Professional Architect. If one of the other specializations are more aligned to what you're doing, you could do that too. For studying, start with one of the popular courses. Do lots of labs on Quick Labs. It's an amazing resource. Practice, and get a lot of hands-on experience on using the console, using the tools, and using the command line to work with Google Cloud. You can also check my videos on YouTube on this channel called Awesome GCP that will help you with the preparation. It shows you various techniques on approaching each question and cracking the certifications. With that, I wish you the very best on Google Cloud and hope you have an amazing career ahead of you.
Thank you, Satish. Your journey has truly been an inspiration. Now moving on to the Cloud DevJam Hackathon, 6,500 plus IT professionals have registered for the Cloud DevJam Hackathon. In a span of 45 days, the hackathon witnessed a participation of 4,500 plus cloud professionals. Out of this, 16 teams qualified for the finale, and I must say the competition was really tough. But what exactly makes this hackathon exciting? The current pandemic has accelerated the overall cloud adoption across various industry segments, which has further pushed the demand for skilled cloud professionals. It was extremely exciting to see these innovative projects built by participating teams. Keeping in mind the current scenario is truly commendable. Before we proceed further to know who the top finalists are, let us understand the core of the hackathon. In the Cloud DevJam Hackathon, participants had to share and build their unique idea or solution on Google Cloud Platform. Participants were given set of themes like virtual learning platforms, telehealth platforms, social distance platform, and contactless digital supply chain platform. They could either choose from the given topic or come up with their own topic around the given themes. The participants were asked to use technology in Google Cloud and were also encouraged to use the open source ecosystem. The hackathon was conducted in 3 rounds. In the first round, which was about the latest trends in the industries and best practices, the participants had to qualify the MCQ test with an accuracy of 40% and above. In the second phase, the participants were supposed to form a team with 1 to 3 members and create a presentation on the selected topic. The presentations were evaluated based on the relevance and uniqueness of the business case, completeness of the presentation, storytelling skills, and usage of the technology in Google Cloud. In the last and the final phase, participants were asked to continue with the team created in stage 2 and create a working prototype of their solution. The evaluation of the prototypes were on the quality of the demo, design, and implementation of the prototype. So after 1.5 months, it's time to announce the winners. And to announce the second runner-up, may I please invite Ravish Garg, Customer Engineer from Google Cloud.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Google Cloud DevJam Hackathon Finale. I hope everybody is healthy and staying safe. Myself, Ravish Garg, I am a customer engineer in Google Cloud. And this has been a very busy couple of weeks for all of us, evaluating the tremendous project submitted by you guys. And frankly, we are extremely impressed with everything you guys came up with. Kudos to all of you. Well done, guys. And we also believe that this hackathon has really enabled you to upskill your knowledge in the Google Cloud platform by bringing your ideas to life. And with that, I believe now it's time to call out for our winners. So I'll start with the second runner-up. Any guesses? Well, the second runner-up for this hackathon is Team Swap Development, led by Mr. Dakshim Chabra. So congratulations, Team Swap Development. You are the second runner-up of this hackathon. And we are really impressed with your project TPTP Tab, which is a content aggregation platform utilizing native cloud offerings from Google, be it Google App Engine, Google Cloud Storage, or Google Cloud SQL. Very well implemented. And at the time of COVID-19, the gamification of the learning platform, which is your idea, is very, very in need, and we really like that for our toddlers who have yet to go to the preschools, and they get by providing with the help of your platform, they have the fun way to discover and learn. So congratulations, team, once again.
Thank you, Ravish, and congratulations to the team. Before we move ahead, let us have a look at the hard work of the team's swap development.
Greetings of the day, friends. Myself, Dakshim Chabra. I am from Team Swap Development, and my project is TPTP Tab. I was inspired by my nephew, Toby, who is 2 years old and was missing the fun of learning with his friends in this pandemic. So I thought, why not create an app which will help him learn, create, and play in a gamified and interactive manner. So, TPTP Tab, which color do you want? We all have played this game in our childhood, where we have to select a color and then a number, and we have to perform an activity. So our concept is based on the same. Here, toddler with his parent will select a color, then a number, and perform an activity corresponding to that color and the number. Our solution is powered by Google Cloud technologies such as Google Cloud SQL and Google Cloud App Engine. So in future version of the app, we are planning to add more interactivity, more personalization using artificial intelligence and text-to-speech technologies. We are also planning to add activities such as how to grow plant and activities that will help toddlers to recognize metal, stones, and colors. Foreseen impact of this solution is that it will foster creativity and help toddlers to learn in an interactive manners. I am thankful to Mr. Om Verma for his valuable guidance, and I am thankful to TechGig and Google Cloud for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Now to declare the first runner-up, may I please have Rakesh Mohandas, Customer Engineer from Google Cloud.
Hi everyone, my name is Rakesh Mohandas. I work as a customer engineer in analytics for Google Cloud Platform. I would like to first thank all the participants and congratulate all the winners for DevJam Hackathon. I'm here to announce the next set of winners, the runners-up. Before we unveil, let me give you a brief about the team and the project that they have worked on. We have personally evaluated this team and we found that this team has developed an idea that they have articulated really well. They've shown that this idea, how it could be implemented in the context, and they have actually demonstrated how it would look like post-implementation. A pilot that has really worked out. They showed both from an app and the website perspective. This team has implemented this idea because it's very much important in the current situation. Now, keeping the excitement, let me now announce the winners, the runners-up. So the runners-up for DevJam Hackathon is, fingers crossed, well, it's the health tech team. Bijoy Johnson, congratulations! Woohoo! You have done an amazing job. We have actually seen your presentation. We have seen the videos and the demos that you have presented. It's all impeccable. You have done it really well. I personally believe that this is something which you need to take to the society in large and implement this. I would like to thank you for all the effort that you have put, and it really worked out well for us. Thank you, Bijoy. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh. Congratulations to the team. Let us now see the exclusive innovation of our first runner-up.
Hello, I am Dr. Bijoy Johnson and I'm currently working as a consultant in healthcare data analytics at Baby Memorial Hospital, Calicut. At the outset, I'd like to thank the TechGig team for providing such a wonderful platform to showcase our skills. I have a keen interest in using technology-driven solutions and advanced analytical frameworks for improving the quality of care and the operational efficiency in healthcare organizations. So coming to my submission for Cloud DevJam, so it is TeleMed, a telehealth platform. So this is the outline of the application. So the problem was in the last few months, there has been a rapid rise in the number of COVID-19 cases. So this has put a tremendous strain on the healthcare system, and healthcare workers are struggling to cope with the increased demand. So by providing a solution in terms of a telehealth platform, we can schedule and conduct consultations online. We can generate prescriptions online. We can even capture the patient feedback after a consultation, and which can be automatically translated, and sentiment analysis can also be performed. And top management can have access to KPI dashboards and reports. At a high-level architecture, the application was developed using Django web framework, and it uses the responsive web design principles for ensuring cross-platform compatibility. It uses WebRTC as the video consultation engine, and it is hosted on Google App Engine and uses Cloud SQL as the database. It uses Cloud Translation API for translation of feedback, and it uses Cloud Natural Language API for sentiment analysis. So let's jump in and see a couple of key features of the application. So this is the main dashboard which is available for the top management, which can view the key metrics. We can start a consultation from the pending consultation list. So once a doctor starts a consultation, the video will be displayed here, and they can capture the key complaints, the history of the patient, and what is the prescription for the patient. Once the prescription is complete, the patient can submit their feedback, and it can even be done in their own native language, which gets automatically translated into English. And following this, a sentiment score is also automatically captured. So coming back to the presentation, so these are the key benefits of the application. So the consultation can be done from the comfort of their homes. So that's the main benefit for the patient. So they can have access to specialist doctors without traveling to major cities, and the social distancing can be ensured. The hospitals can cater to a geographically diverse population and reduce the dependence on physical infrastructure. And since WebRTC is a peer-to-peer framework, the server infrastructure requirements are very less because the video is handled directly from the client side. And the way forward, the cloud speech-to-text API can be used for medical transcription, which makes the life of the doctor much easier. And integrated modules for pharmacy delivery and lab sample collection and home care services can also be integrated. So in conclusion, there has been since the rapid rise of COVID-19 cases, we have to do something in terms of telehealth to provide care to the masses. So that is in short about my submission for Cloud DevJam. And once again, I'd like to thank the TechGeek team for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
And last but not the least, we have Ashish Tanwa, customer engineer from Google Cloud, to announce the winner.
Hey guys, I'm Ashish. I'm a customer engineer at Google Cloud India. Talking about Cloud DevJam Hackathon 2020, I'm kind of glad the winners which we selected were kind of unanimous, and especially the winning team. Their idea stood out to us from the very first round. So in the second round, the team backed it up by good execution, good demonstration. So without further delay, I'm gonna announce the winners of Cloud DevJam Hackathon 2020, and the winning team is the programmers. So congratulations, Arjun. Your idea is amazing. From the very first round, it appealed to us, and we were happy that you were able to back your amazing idea with excellent execution. So congratulations. We really hope to see your app downloadable from Play Store very soon. All the best and thank you.
Ashish, and congratulations to the programmers. Before we move ahead to the last section, let us have a look at the winning formula of our winners.
Hello everyone, I'm Arjun Mehta, Product Manager at Navana Tech. And let me start with a quick self-intro. So I come from a mixed background of computer science and economics. Over the past few years, I've journeyed across many different fields like design, development, research, management, and I've built and scaled multiple applications to 1 million plus users. So very recently, I came across this particular problem, which was that there are these societal concerns which affect clusters of individuals, and no independent individual has the independent capacity to solve these problems. So what I've done is I've democratized this whole market, and I've created a platform where people can, one, come in and create contracts. Two, other people who are also affected can fund those contracts. And three, a third party user like a college student or a community worker can claim those contracts, perform the activity and get paid. So here's a quick example. So this person sees this dump of trash in his neighborhood and he takes a picture saying, hey, clean this up. and he creates a contract. So everyone in that geofenced neighborhood would get a notification that this contract popped up in your location, and they would also fund it based on their level of concern. Now, a college community worker can see this particular job in their job list, and they can say, "Hey, I can do this." So they go over there, they clean it up. Once they do that, they take an image proof for verification, send a verification request to the main creator, and get verified and get paid. I won't bore you with the process flow diagram. The backend follows a strict microservice framework. Everything in the application layer is an independent and independently scalable Google App Engine instance. The database is MySQL. The blob storage is used for storing media files. Every app service has its own DB model. We follow a ORM architecture as well for the data. And let's dive into the product demo. So how I've simulated this is I've taken this stack of loose papers, and this simulates a neighborhood environment where one concern is affecting multiple people in a flat, right? So I open my application, do a standard OTP login, and yeah, I'm in. And then there's this, I see all the contracts in my neighborhood, but I don't care about that. So I'll create my own contract. I'll take a picture of the concern, add a title, clean this up, add a description of what they need to do exactly, which is please stack these neatly, and I push it in the job pool. So the moment I push it in the job pool, it's at that point it's not backed by anyone, right? So now other people can come in and they can fund this contract. So someone can come in and say, hey, I want to fund 100 rupees to this contract. Someone else can say, hey, I want to fund maybe 500 rupees to this contract because I'm concerned by this more. And eventually the contract reaches a maturity level of like 600 rupees. Now someone else can go to that contract and say, this is something that I can do. So they click on the claim button and they claim that contract. Let's see. Yeah. So they undertake that contract and they see it in their undertaken contracts. They perform the activity and then they make a verification request by taking an image of the stacked papers. And the moment they do that, a verification request is sent to the main contract creator. So they see a verify report button over there, the main contract creator, and they click on it. They see the message from the executor. All of this is stateless, by the way. Everything's coming in from the server. They see the message and the image proof, and the contract creator confirms the result. The moment the contract creator confirms the result, the executor would, on his dashboard, see their wallet balance update to now 600 rupees. Let's see if that's the product. I'm running out of time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
A little surprise always adds spark to the mood. So we have a surprise announcement with special recognition for which we have Chaitanya Prakash, customer engineer from Google Cloud.
Hi, I'm Chaitanya. I'm part of customer engineering team at Google Cloud. Let me start off by congratulating all the winners of Cloud DevJam Hackathon 2020. It truly had been an amazing experience for me and for all of us as we were reviewing the submissions that came in as part of the hackathon. The ideas are unique and innovative at the same time. Activities like these, and especially hackathons, are super important because by consciously applying human thought and innovation, these push the frontiers of what technology can do for all of us. Along with the winners, we would also like to take a moment to recognize the submission by a team called A Good Team for the balance of the idea, innovation, and technology solution that they have proposed for the problem. In fact, we've seen their technology solution to be one of the best as part of all the submissions that came in as part of this hackathon. While their idea is a little large to be implemented in a short time span, we wish them all the success as they go through their full implementation and rollout of their idea. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chaitanya, and congratulations to the good team. Let us see what made this team win a special recognition tonight.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Rekha. So I'm leading the A Good team. I'm an engineering manager. I'm introducing my team. Rishikesh Singh, he's a Java developer. And then the third member is Pratap Trivedi. He's a Java developer. And the fourth member is Lakshmi Akarapu. She's a full stack web developer. Now over to Rishi. Go ahead, Rishi.
Yeah, thanks, Rekha. So what problem we are solving? So as we know, with the increasing COVID cases, our healthcare system is completely stressed. There is shortage of hospitals, doctors, nurses. But irrespective of COVID, there was a need for a virtual communication between hospital and patient, virtual monitoring, and improving the prescription and diagnosis. Also, the problem was with the elderly patient also who could not go regularly to the hospital, and they need constant monitoring. This is also for the remote monitoring. Also, people living in remote and they need emergency treatment. So this will be helpful, and this will be helpful for emergency patient, where the data will be available in real time, so that they can be treated very quickly. So the solution we have built is built using Java, Angular, Google Cloud Platform, and Node.js. So this is our application architecture. Basically, a patient first will enroll into our web application using enrollment form. So I will show the enrollment form which we have. So this is the enrollment form. A patient will enroll with the symptoms. After that, our hospital or doctor will provide patient with the wearable device capable of sending telemetry or health records to our cloud IoT platform. So this is the platform actually. This will be sending every hour the details of health parameters, and we are capturing this detail into a BigQuery for analytics purpose, and also for the visualization we are using Data Studio, where we are providing time chart graphs which can be easily analyzed by hospital and doctors to make quick decisions. Also, we are creating an alert based on the threshold value of the temperature of the patient and saving it into the MySQL DB, and also creating an email alert to our hospital staff, so that they are aware the once alert is sent. Now we are using this web application where our hospital management will go log in and they will check the details. Suppose he want to check the patient detail of Rama, so he can check the alert. He can check the prescription, old prescription, and he can give the prescription also. And that prescription will be available to the patient after at his login. So this was the architecture. We have built a very scalable and cost-efficient architecture in Cloud GCP. We have tried. So now, what is the impact? The impact is we can use this solution for monitoring and improving the care for patients who are at remote location, for immediate attention to patients who are having very changing health conditions. This will also reduce the crowd and the wait time at hospital. This will also help in monitoring elderly patient who cannot go outside, who lives outside basically, but cannot go to hospital. So they need constant monitoring that we can use there. In emergency situation, this could be life-saving, as data will be available to hospital staff in real time. And also the Data Studio chart will be very helpful in analyzing the fluctuation of the health details, and they can make quick decisions. So this was the complete solution and its impact. So thank you from my end. Over to Rekha.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you, team. Thanks for your contribution to the hackathon event. And I thank TechGeek and Google for this opportunity.
Congratulations to all the winners. It's so delighting to see these young minds innovate and create such wonderful solutions to the existing real-world problems. Before we move towards the end of our award ceremony today, we have Srinivasa Makam, customer engineer from Google Cloud, to give us a closing note for the evening.
Hello everyone, my name is Srinivas Makam. I'm a customer engineer focusing on application modernization within the Google Cloud team. It gives me great pleasure to deliver this Cloud DevJam Hackathon closing note. First of all, I want to congratulate the hackathon winners as well as all the participants. It was a great, amazing journey in the last 6 weeks. So when we first formulated this idea 10 weeks back, we wanted to create an hackathon which is reflecting the current state of the world we are living in, and that is why we had the theme called as, improving the new virtual world. We were pretty amazed by the creativity of the ideas, the implementation approaches, the demos, and the quick turnaround time in terms of how the overall hackathon was done. And it was also a great refreshing experience for us to see some of the new ideas coming inside, right? So what I want to do in the next around 3 to 4 minutes is talk about Google Cloud's mission in terms of what we want to achieve, and also how we see the future going along from here. So if you look at what is Google Cloud's mission, right? We want to accelerate every organization's ability to transform through data-powered innovation with the best infrastructure, platform, industry solutions, and expertise for digital transformation. It's a pretty long mission. I will try to highlight some of the unique things that we are trying to achieve, right? From the first point perspective, we want to bring the Google's innovation to organizations of every size, right? The second is about, we all know in the current world we are living in, data is wealth, right? There is so many things that we can do with data, and we want to focus on data to solve the hard problems for customers. The third is about, using industry solutions rather than, giving customers products or features. What we want to do is go and solve specific industry problems for customers, right? Whether the customer is in a retail industry or a manufacturing or a healthcare, we want to go and take a specific problem for that industry and give a solution to the customer problem rather than giving products and asking the customer to stitch the solution, right? And the last is about using the open culture in terms of driving innovation, right? That's primarily what we are aiming towards, right? So what makes Google Cloud different, right? There are pretty much, I would say, 5 unique themes, right? The first is we have best-in-class security. Second is we want to do development in a hybrid and multi-cloud environment. Obviously, we know that every customer cannot come to the cloud to get the innovation, right? We want to have a fully managed serverless no-ops experience for the customers, so that they can focus on innovation rather than developing and maintaining infrastructure. The fourth is about embedded AI and machine learning in everything that we do within Google or Google Cloud. The last is about trying to learn and use our experiences that we have learned within Google to also impart the same for our customers, right? The next few slides, right, I've talked about some of the innovations that using Google Cloud, some of the customers in India have tried to solve some some of the unique problems, right? The first is I want to talk quickly about AgroStar. So this is a startup that is focusing in the agriculture space, and it uses GCP's machine learning technology to speed up the loan processing. It's also using the ML technology to find out proactively if there are any crop diseases and suggest approaches to mitigate those problems, right? I kind of found it interesting because we talk about Google Cloud and how do we touch the common problems that are specific and unique to India, right? So that's why I picked this particular use case. The second is Max Life is a pretty old insurance company, and they had pretty old generation contact call center, and they wanted to modernize their call center using Google Cloud's contact center AI solution, which is a transformative approach to customer service, right? And they were able to achieve a lot of efficiency to their customers using this approach. The last case I kind of wanted to talk about is a customer called Aether. If you know, Aether is specializes in electric scooters, and one of the innovations that they brought into this electric scooter space is that they have a lot of sensors in their scooters. Using these sensors, what they try to do is find the real-time information and do the processing and then make conclusions based on that, right? For example, 2 things I wanted to highlight is they try to optimize the battery life in their scooters based on the condition that the particular vehicle is going, right? So they do real-time adjustments of the battery life, batteries based on, the conditions that the particular vehicle is operating in, right? And they can do faster route optimization, a whole bunch of things, right? So if you take one electric scooter, they have around 50 to 100 sensors, and they're able to process in real time, some of it in the scooter and some of it in the cloud, and then, give the, real time decisions, to the scooters, right? Which is something pretty innovative. And, it's a technology that is completely developed out of, India as well, right? Again, so let me close this actually. So, with saying that, let's all be in this to learn together. So it has been like, the next, I would say that, the few years are going to be pretty interesting from a technology perspective. There is, a lot of innovations happening, and we certainly hope that you will participate with us in this cloud journey together. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinivas. So here we come to an end of our Cloud DevJam Hackathon felicitation ceremony. The entire TechGeek team is always delighted to be a part of the unending cycle of the learning ecosystem. Congratulations to all the winners. And for those who didn't win the challenge this time, the good news is that Cloud DevJam has been extended till December 2020. So we have a few more opportunities for you to try your luck. Learning is a constant process of discovering new things. So keep learning and sharing the journey of Cloud DevJam with your peers. Don't forget to tag us in the hashtag Google Cloud and hashtag Cloud DevJam. We shall be eagerly waiting to hear from you on social media channels. We wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. We thank you for your everlasting support and participation. Take care, have a great year ahead, and stay safe.